Hey y'all. Hello, hello. We are going to be talking, or I'm going to be talking about, and feel free to contribute, how basic is luxury. Basic is luxury, guys. What if I told you they had you had? Okay? Basic is luxury. Having the basics, being able to do the basics, meet the basics is luxury. What do I mean by basic? Okay? We need food to eat. So to be able to grow your own food should be a basic. And in that basic, that's a luxury. You don't have to rely on anybody else. Okay? And you can provide to your community. Basic is luxury. These fashion brands that we think are staying alive, okay, they're going to be a thing of the past. These fashion brands, stop collecting all these fashion, these high-end brands. Baby, that thing is a thing of the past, okay? It's a thing of the past, okay? Fashion now going forward is going to be basic. Basic, but like luxury. I don't think people understand. Luxury is basic. Basic is luxury. Hello. Luxury is basic. Okay? Pretty good. Yes. So we're talking about clothing, fashion, making clothing, the recycling of clothing. Guys, there's going to be way more recycling of clothing than you think. What if I told you that all the things that you buy are just recycled clothing? Recycled in that it could be like the fibers or the fabric that was used for this to the fabric and the fiber that's in this is likely existent of some other garment, okay, or some other material that came from some other substance. Like, recycle your clothes. Recycle clothes. Clothes are meant to circulate. And that's why they say don't hold on to clothes for a long time, because what's that energy that you're holding on to with those clothes? Circulate your clothes. Circulate your clothes. Okay? Also, you know what I think is dope as fuck? But people might still have judgments about this. Doing community clothes and swapping. I think that's so dope as fuck. You know what that would teach people? To buy and only purchase quality items. or to invest in themselves as a gift and as a talent, and be able to, okay, get creative on their own and create their garments. Okay? Yeah, all these big brand stores, I strongly do see them crashing. Meaning, like, no one really cares about that anymore. No one really cares about the Old Navy anymore. No one cares about the Macy's anymore. No one cares about the Target. Like, all of those big mega things, like, nobody cares really about the malls. I feel like malls are going to be turned into like spaces, like, you know how like boarding schools, this is how I'm seeing it. Like, malls, outdoor malls are like set up in like a almost like a trapezoid shape, if you know what a trapezoid is. You know what I mean? So I feel like malls, when those go obsolete, which is coming within the next, quicker than we see, it could be 3 to 5 or 3 to 7 years. When the malls go obsolete, I can see them turning those into like camps or like schools, or like set up for like lookout bases. Like, it's, listen, okay? Listen. Most clothes is plastic. Let's fucking talk about it. That's another thing. Most of your clothes is fucking plastic. Do you know that you are wearing plastic day in, day out plastic? Our people would never back in the day, okay? We were not wearing plastic. It was linen. It was silk. It was cotton, okay? It was wool. It was alpaca. It was all these things, okay? Okay? Mm. A lot of clothes is plastic. What do you wear? Where do you shop? I'm gonna ask y'all that. Where do you guys shop? Where do you shop? Where do you like to buy your clothing from? Is materials of your clothing really important to you guys? Like what? Talk to me. Talk to me. You thrift? Okay, what kind of thrifter are you? Let's really take it there because, okay, there's different levels to thrifting, okay? Are you the one that spends time going through the racks and thrifting? Are you the person that goes to like a community thrift store? Are you a person that goes to the Salvation Army thrifter? Are you the one that goes to only the boutique thrift shops? Like, what kind of thrifter are you, okay? What kind of thrifter are you? What kind of thrifter are you? Clothes is important, guys. Clothes is important. And getting fast, cheap clothing, like just the frequency of fast and cheap clothing on you. Think about it. Fast, cheap, recycled plastic, like, and then you wonder why you fried. And then you wonder why you fried, like, and then you wonder why, like, okay. I really be thinking that, like, people be getting all these cancers now, like, it got to be through the clothes. Right, we already know it's through the food people is getting cancer. It got to be through the clothes, through the shoes. Like, I'm telling y'all, like, okay. We already know it's in the food, but people aren't really saying anything about the clothing. Okay, clothing is on people's body. That's what absorbs your toxins, i.e. your sweat. That's what your clothing does a lot. You wash your clothing, but then you wear the clothing again at some point. So like, I think, not I think, I know people need to be questioning more the sourcing and the materials used for the clothing that we wear. Like, no, people are very rarely looking at the materials of your clothing. And I'm not saying it's not important because we know through the silk trade or the silk route, okay? We know that textiles was a major game player along the Silk Road, okay? Which went from continents and spread across different countries, okay? So we know that textile and garment is important. We know the value and the cost of being that merchants would make as they sold textiles and as they sold, raw materials for clothing. So let's, like, think about it. We're not at that point anymore. If you look at a lot of your clothes, polyester, rayon, spandex, or some shit like that, okay? You know how good it feels to put on something linen? You know how good it feels to put on something cotton? You know the quality and how long it lasts to purchase those items? I mean, fast fashion is cool because it's cute, it's trendy, it looks good. It's cool. But anyway, I think people should check out more. Like, also your bed sheets, like sleeping on cotton, like sleeping on plastic. Like, if you look at the materials on your sheet, like, what's your sheet? What sheet are you sleeping on? And that's the frequency, like, so when you're really trying to connect and have like a good rest, why can't you rest? Yeah, so just think about that. Just think about that. Just think about that. Fuck the thread count, mother. Like, did like people? what we really should be sleeping on, if not the raw animal fur, okay, should be 100% cotton, silk, okay? Them are the things we should be sleeping on, okay? Fuck a thread count. I'm not being rude, Mr. 313, but yeah. Talk to me, y'all. Where do y'all like to shop? Some people said thrifting, but let's be honest, not everybody thrifts. Not everybody has the desire or, you know, or the will to thrift, so. Yeah, talk to me. Think about it. I've been saying for a long time, these shoe companies, they've been sliding under the radar. I'm feeling a real big class action lawsuit with these footwear companies. Because what is something too that you wear every day for in order for you to step outside the threshold of your house? Shoes. You wear them every day. Okay, you may change up the kind of shoes, but some people are brand loyal, okay? Just think about it, guys. When's the last time the shoe companies have been hit, okay? It's not about fashion. You're missing the point. You're missing the point. It's about what do you wear? What's the source of quality of your clothing, okay? You wear biker gear all day. Your head must be really big. Anyway. Who's this AI? Get out of here with AI. It's just things for people to think about. Like, be conscious when you're purchasing your items of clothes. If you purchase great quality items, okay, those quality items last forever. And if I learned anything from math class, okay, in the middle school days, was permutations and combinations. You get you 4 good quality pants to start off with, 4 good quality shirts, okay, 3 good quality shoes, baby. You start mixing them things back, you got like a good 60 outfits right there, okay? And all you take is all you need is 4 pants, 4 shirts, 3 shoes. Like, really think about it. Be mindful of your clothing and where you buy your clothing from. Because believe it or not, your clothing says a lot about you. That's why I say basic is luxury. Whew, baby, I tell you, it's the quickest thing to my eye to turn me on. Ooh, a good white shirt, like a good quality white shirt and some good quality jeans. Ooh, baby, I could tell. And that's basic, but baby, that's luxury. Oh, ooh, baby, ain't nothing sexier than that. Okay? So yeah, basic is luxury. You don't need all that extra shit. Excuse my language. You don't need all that extra stuff. What else? Do you guys shop designer? Are you guys designer shoppers? Are you like department store shoppers? Just a bunch of lookers. You guys like looking at me? Why not talking? You make clothes? That's pretty damn cool. Clothes has nothing to do about being materialistic. It just shows about your choice and your knowledge for presentation and your health. Like, that's how I look at clothes. Okay, oh, this person's healthy, they care about themselves, they thought about this, they, like, you know, clothes is important. I was about to say, don't let me pull a card and see what kind of clothes, what your clothes say about you. That would be an interesting tarot read. What does your clothes say about you? Ooh, I'm gonna do that next. Y'all like that? Let me write that down. What does your clothes say about you? That's a good idea. That's a good idea. That's a good idea, right, y'all? Okay, that's a good idea. Y'all like that idea? People are so needy. It's like, dang, you still need your mom's tits at this age. Like, some people I'm just like, damn, like, your mom is still nursing you, I can tell. Hello, what's Baton Rouge like? I know that's the capital. Yeah. Okay, so this is me being open. Okay, so I was told that, like, and tell me how you guys feel about this. Like, eye contact, looking at somebody's eyes is really intense. For me, I'm like, that's how you have a conversation. So do you guys agree? Do you guys agree? Do you think looking at somebody's eyes is too intense? Do you guys thinking? Do you guys think so? I think eye contact is extremely important. Eye contact lets you know a lot, and it's just respectful. It's like, I'm engaged. I'm here. Do y'all be looking at people? Do y'all be looking at people? Why does it depend on the eyes? That's what I'm saying. People be making it like about the person when really it's not about the person. It's about the act of engaging. Yes, you don't need to engage with everybody. You don't need to look at everybody's eyes. But I feel like if somebody is this close to you, which is like, you know, standard, how far they should be from you, you should be looking at their eyes. Because where else are you looking? Where else would you be looking? Okay, so that's another thing that I heard, that it's intimidating when people look in people's eyes. I'm like, how else do people be talking to people? Like, how else do y'all be talking to people? Like, you have to look in people's eyes in order to talk. Like, what do? Do you just, you talk to somebody but you look like the next way? Like, that shit is, I don't know. You know? I think it's a good practice that everybody should engage in, looking at people and looking at people's eyes and talking to people. I could say some shit about that, but just, I encourage you, like, to empower yourself, because it's really confidence. It's like, yeah, I'm confident. Like, I'm confident, and you should be confident enough to look at me too. Like, to be confident in yourself. That's what eye contact is. It's the confidence. Yeah. Really? Why you? Okay, that's another thing I heard about that too. Why do you do that? Let's talk about it. Rico, thanks for participating in the conversation. Okay, this is a conversation. Okay, feel free, other people. Why do you feel the need to look away? Like, why? I mean, tell me. Yeah, let me hear from you. Y'all just be looking away. Anyway, I encourage you to look at people's eyes, look people in the eye when you are speaking to them. It's important. It's important. to me. Honestly, thank you. Boom. Honestly, gay, Clint. Okay. Yes, that's the real thing. It's like, how are you? If you're not looking at somebody, how are you? How are you paying attention? How are you even hearing what they're saying? How are you focused? How are you participating in the conversation if you're not looking at somebody? Like, you know. Yeah. People are just. Yeah. Real people. We love when real people participate in the conversation. Talk to me. Yeah. I mean, they honestly, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Okay, that's another thing. Tipping culture. If people were actually paid out correctly, we would not need to be tipping. People are relying on tipping culture to carry the extra burden that corporations, businesses, independent practices, whatever you want to call it, that they don't want to pick up. I think it's really selfish. Asia, tipping. Tip what? Do what you need to do because that's your job. Thank you. Anyway, that's a good tip. Or just, I don't know what it is. Like, why do people feel uncomfortable about looking, like locking eyes? Like, what is it? If you're new in here, that's what we're discussing and talking about fashion, quality of clothing, frequency of clothing, all that kind of stuff. I don't know. You read people's lips. Hmm. You know what I also think? Another prediction, guys, for this year? Learn sign language. If you learn sign language, there's going to be a lot of opportunities for you in this 2025 year. Mark my words. Okay? That's a marked word. If you know how to sign, and looking for a hobby or something to pick up sign language. You're going to be you're going to be needed. What? That don't even make no sense, boy. What you mean? You stare that killer right in the motherfucking eyes and you lock eyes with that motherfucking, you let them know what the, like, it's, listen, I think you guys are missing the point. Exactly. If people don't play about looking in the eyes, you must know that it's really powerful to have that skill to be able to look at a person's eye. I feel like whenever people tell you to pull away from something, there must be power there within that thing that you need to overcome or understand. Yeah, you have to look at people. You have to talk to people. You have to, like, if you can't look at somebody in the eye, have a conversation eye to eye, like, you don't even trust yourself. You probably don't even drink water. Speaking of which, let me just, like, I really do want some water. Some water real quick. Okay, quick question. I'm not gonna judge y'all, but do y'all drink tap water? Let me know in the comments. Do you drink tap water? I don't give a fuck about none of that dog shit. No cap. Okay. You drink tap water? I'm asking y'all, be honest. Do you drink tap water? I'm really going to do this reading. I think this reading is going to be actually really interesting. All signs, what does your clothes say about you? I think that's going to be dope. What does your clothing, what does your style say about you? Where you live at then if the tap water is so safe? Talk to me. Asia is huge. It's a continent. That's not where you live. So, like, be for real. Whatever, boy. Anyway. Okay, I think I'm gonna end this, guys. On the last note, though, be intentional about your clothing. Purchase quality clothing. Purchase clothing that's like neutral, basic. You don't need, purchase basic. And lastly, basic is luxury. Never forget that. Basic is luxury. Don't let anybody trick you out of that. Basic is luxury. Okay. Okay. I'll see you guys. I'm gonna do the reading. It's gonna be all signs. What does your clothes say about you? What do your clothes say about you? All signs.